I'm really happy to talk to Sarah Chiara DeLuca today. Sarah, Chiara, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
My name is Sarah. I'm 26 years old. I build spas in the MENA region. I also create wellness concepts. I write articles. I am a Harvard Business Review Advisory Council member, and I also have two businesses in my home country, South Africa. One imports and exports, and one is a private wellness club.
Sarah, it's very inspiring. Tell us a little bit how you got to where you are today. What were the pivotal moments in your journey that took you to be where you are now?
Well, growing up in South Africa, being a brown girl and being, of course, a girl as well, I didn't really feel like I had a lot of opportunities. I didn't know where I fitted into the world because my family was quite mixed race. And I went through a lot of things growing up, a lot of very difficult circumstances, which I suppose made me very, very resilient and determined to make sure that my trauma doesn't decide my future. I used it to make me better. And that inspired me to create spaces specifically for women where they feel safe, where they can learn to be confident, where they feel inspired to become their best self. And the best industry for that was wellness. So I went and I studied wellness and I did really, really well. I got a scholarship. I was a top student. They gave me a job, so I was able to work and study at the same time. I paid off my student loan. My parents were extremely proud of me. And then I got another partial scholarship to become a doctor in naturopathy. And yes, from there, everything just skyrocketed. I went to cruise ships. I opened a cruise ship for MSC. And that just taught me about the world and how different people think and how different women think, and that I have to become more international and learn more about the world in order to conduct myself correctly and to have a very high level of hospitality. So I'm still working and I'm still studying at the same time, which was a bit difficult, but I am determined. So then I opened my first business, which was the Mojaji, which is in South Africa. And that is specifically by women, for women. And I coach them with skincare. I coach them to lose weight. I have a spa where they can do treatments. And it really is more about inner beauty. Even though we're in wellness and aesthetics, everybody talks about, oh, you should look like this, you should look like that. But growing up, I felt ugly. I felt extremely ugly. So I know that wellness is not about what you look like on the outside. It's about how you feel about yourself. And that's really my motivating, that's my drive.
Sarah, I love listening to you because yes, and I want to applaud you for bringing this to this conversation that it's not just about outer beauty. It's really how we feel on the inside, and it's getting rid of all the conditionings as women that we have to be a certain way, we have to look a certain way, we have to be a certain size, and so I really appreciate you bringing this to this conversation. Sarah, what is your main motivator? You have so many hands in the wellness business, you go a little bit all over the world. What is your main motivation?
I really want people to feel good about themselves. And I think that, like you mentioned, with the conditioning, we're living in a world where people and society have convinced us we're supposed to be a certain kind of way. We are supposed to fit in this box. And if you don't fit in this box, you don't have value. And that is something that I want to change.
That's a tall order, and I really commend you for it, Sarah, because yes, we need many women exactly smashing those type of conditionings. Sarah, what do you think is your top quality? So you do various different things or many different things. What do you think is the top quality that you possess that makes you good at what you do?
I would say compassion. I really feel for people, and I really believe that that's what makes me good at my job.
I bet. And what would you say are you most proud of?
I am very proud to be a woman of color with two businesses who's traveled the world, and I make people happy, and I made my family very, very proud.
Oh, Sarah, that's lovely. Sarah, what top tips would you have for women? You've worked in the wellness industry. What are your top tips for women to feel well in themselves?
I think that when it comes to self-care, you need to love yourself, and you need to really, really love yourself. Take care of yourself, believe in yourself, dedicate time to you, to your needs, because if you don't take care of yourself, how can you give love to other people? How can you care for other people? It really starts with you.
Thank you for that, Sarah. Tell us a little bit what is in store for you. What are your plans, your goals, the things you still want to achieve, where you want to expand, your dreams?
So I have a fascination with ancient therapies in wellness. And what I'm doing is, while I'm traveling, I'm learning about the different cultures and what it is that they do to better themselves. And I write about it, and then I share it with the wellness community.
I love that. Sarah, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.